Hello guys, you're welcome once again to today's video. Now today's video we are going to talk about the Caregivers Pilot Program in Canada, which is the 2025 Caregivers Pilot Program in Canada. We are going to do a detailed discussion about this program. If today happens to be your first time watching my video, you are welcome to this channel, and please do well to share this information to your friend, to a family member, and to your various social media platform for others to get this information from the Canada. Now, this is the IRCC. So every information that I'm going to share in this video is from the official website of Canada, which is the IRCC. Now, let's look at the streams. With this program, they are saying that it is going to take in two forms, that is two streams, that is taking consideration or taking application from those who are in Canada and applicants outside Canada. As you are aware, the program will start on the 31st of March 2025. But from the information from the IRCC, only those or only workers in Canada can apply when the programs begin. All right, so let me take you through the streams. Now,
Unlock your dream career with Say I Consult. Tired of resume that go unnoticed? Struggling to craft a CV that truly stands out? At Say I Consult, we transform your career story into a high-impact CV tailored to international standards for Canada, the UK, USA, and Europe. Our services include CV writing, CV review, sponsorship job applications. Don't let your resume hold you back. Increase your chances of landing that interview today. Call or WhatsApp us at 0200-994893 or book us on our online shop. Link in the description.
there will be two streams. The first stream will be workers in Canada. So if you are already in Canada and you're a caregiver, now the first stream is for you, whereby you can start your application for the permanent resident on the 31st of March 2025. Then the second stream is applicants not working in Canada. So if you are not working in Canada and if you want to work as a caregiver in Canada through this caregiver pilot program, they are saying that the date for you to start your application will come later. So on the 31st of March, they will be taking only application from those in Canada, currently in Canada, and they are working as a caregiver, or they have a job offer from a caregivers company or a home care support worker or from a private employer. So that is it for the two streams. Now let's talk about the permanent residents in one step. Now, with this caregiver pilot program, the new pilots will offer one-step immigration process for home care workers and their family members. The good thing is that if you are lucky and you get a job offer from this Canadian employer, you and your dependents can move to Canada to become a permanent resident through the home care pilot program. All right, so this is one of the best opportunity for you to take. Okay, now let's move on. The new pilot will lower language and education requirements. Applicants will still need to have the skills required to perform the work and be able to adapt to the Canadian labor market. However, applicants will now only need a language benchmark, that is a CLB, that is Canadian language benchmark, which is level 4.0. Okay, so you can take your IELTS or the French test that if you wish to take, you can also take that. That is the language requirement, and you need to have a high school diploma, which is the equivalent. If you're outside Canada, your high school diploma should be equivalent to the Canadian standard. So for you to get the equivalent of your Canadian high school diploma, you need to evaluate your WASI, okay, evaluate your credential. Maybe if you have completed university, you have completed training college, nursing training, you still have to evaluate your credentials for or to meet the requirement of this caregivers pilot program. So it's not that you just take your WASI results or your WASI certificate to apply. You need to make sure that you evaluate through either WES or Spartrand. Okay, so that is the another thing about this program. Now, if you are already in Canada, these are the things that you need to do. You need to meet the language test. You need to have at least high school diploma, and also you need to have a job offer. Now, no in Canada work experience needed. Now, another thing is that if you don't have any experience in working in Canada, you still qualify to apply for this permanent residence once you have a job offer from a Canadian employer, even if you are outside Canada. This is for those outside Canada. Now, applicants won't need prior Canadian work experience. However, they will need to have recent relevant work experience or have completed a credential of at least 6 months of related home care training. So you should have a home care training or you should have work experience as a caregiver or a home support worker. Okay. Now you don't have to have experience working in Canada before you can apply for this. Now this is flexible work option with a job offer. Now home care worker can work where they are needed. Your job offer can be from private household, organization that direct high full-time workers, home health care services, home care support, direct care agencies, personal care services in residential setting. So these are different options for you to work for. Okay, so all these agencies you can get a job offer from them. Okay, so this will not include recruitment or placement agencies. So they are not going to do it through an agency. All right, so who is eligible? Now, for you to apply for this, you need to meet the eligibility criteria. Now, if you have watched this video up to this point and you have not liked, please do well to give me a thumbs up and also leave a question in the comment section if you don't understand anything about this. Now, the first thing is have a minimum of level 4 in English or French in the Canadian language benchmark. Okay. Now, have the equivalent of a Canadian high school diploma. So, I've already explained this, and then you need to have at least 6 months of working experience as a caregiver or be trained as a caregiver. Then have an offer for a full-time home care job. So you need to get a job offer from a Canadian employer who is giving you a full-time home care job to do. So these are the requirements for the Canada Caregiver Pilot Program. Now, the labor market impact assessment is not required. So with this program, you don't need LMIA, which is the labor market impact assessment. All what you need is to get a job from a Canadian employer, and the job should be a caregiver's job. The moment you get a job as a caregiver through a Canadian employer, you are good to go. You are good to apply for the Caregivers Pilot Program. Preparing to apply. So there are a lot of information that you can also get from this website. I will leave it in this video description. So the link will be there. You can tap on it and it will take you to the IRCC website for you to read for more information. Thank you for watching this video. If you're looking for standard CVs and cover letter for your job application, please kindly check the tag product in this video or check the description of this video and get copy from my shop. You can WhatsApp me to book one for yourself. Thank you. See you the next video. Bye bye.